Hello everybody, it is meteorologist David Schlotthauer here. Welcome back to another winter storm forecast, this time for California, because we're talking about heavy snow, heavy rain, and very strong winds. There's already a high wind watch and could even become a high wind warning in a matter of time here for Wednesday. We're talking some serious winds here, but before I do get into the video, please don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so already on my YouTube channel to get latest weather-related content. So let's get on with the video. So we got storm number 1 moving into California right now. We have storm number 2. This is going to be the big storm. This is going to be the one that produces damaging winds, very heavy rain, thunderstorms, very heavy Sierra snow. We're talking significant impacts. And then storm number 3 is back here on the edge of Earth, or on the other side of the Earth, and that's going to be moving in for Saturday afternoon and evening, it appears. So very active out here into California, and there is more rain possibly in the middle of next week. So we're going to see these storms really continue to funnel into California, and that's going to lead to some concerns. So first of all, we have a high surf advisory. This could become a high surf warning in a matter of time. We'll watch this closely. Waves 18 to 24 feet with some breakers well over possibly 25 to 30 feet here. So if you're along the coast, there could be serious impacts that we're talking about. And then a high wind watch issued for much of the Bay Area, including for Santa Cruz, Big Sur, Santa Rosa, some of the higher elevations there, under a high wind watch with west-southwest winds, northwest winds, 40 to 50 miles an hour, with potential winds gusting over 60 miles an hour. So there's going to be a lot of rain with this, added with the wind, power outages, a lot of trees coming down possibly, maybe some accidents on roadways due to the fact that we're going to have a lot of wind with this. And then total rainfall accumulations through Friday, 3 to 6 inches across the coastal mountains, 1 to 2 inches across most locations other than the mountains there, possibly right around 1.5 to 2 inches probably over the Bay Area. Across the Sierra Nevada mountain range where it doesn't snow, possibly maybe 4 to 8 inches there. So a lot of rain expected through Friday and even into Saturday. Localized flooding, ponding of water on roadways and such, and a lot of issues there. And again, strong winds and scattered thunderstorms are expected to go along with the rain on Thursday. Don't forget, tomorrow also we're going to be talking about some showers before the big storm arrives. So here's a look at tonight. Again, scattered showers, most likely orographically lifted due to warmer air aloft, and that's going to cause some showers around our area. Some moderate low snow levels here. We're talking about 6,000 feet, maybe 5,500 feet. It's snowing though there for parts of Lake Tahoe. Snow levels do go up a little bit ahead of this next storm system here. The main low pressure here is at 993 millibars, and this is on the European model, but another one of these lows can move through here. We'll see just what the European model shows. Very specific actually when it comes to that. All right. For Thursday morning, there's an area of low pressure there at 992 millibars. Now, based on the whole upper level dynamics that I'm about to show you here shortly in the video, does show a lot of divergence. Now, when you get a lot of divergence, of course, there is going to be a surface low pressure that really is going to intensify. How intense could this low surface low get before it makes its way onshore? We just don't know. But the European model has been dropping the air pressure each model run, now down to 997 millibars. Now, this is an overall an average air pressure reading. I would not be surprised if air pressure is down to 990 millibars or even 989 millibars based on the winds and a lot of winds gusting there. And then this will make its way into our area by Thursday afternoon to go along with that. Scattered showers and thunderstorms, some which could produce small hail, very heavy rainfall, damaging winds, of course, and don't ever forget, maybe some water spouts and tornadoes across the Central Valley. That could really cause some issues. Now, we're going to keep an eye on Saturday. Now, the European model does not show that system moving in for Saturday, but the GFS model, however, does show that system moving into our area. Doesn't look to be quite as strong as what we were first thinking, but still something we're going to monitor here. And the European model is kind of mishapped on this, but I'm assuming probably some light to moderate showers at times on the GFS and very light on the European models. Low snow levels, by the way, a lot of cooler air really going to be moving in before maybe more storms by the time we get into Tuesday and Wednesday next week. Now, the European model, this is only about 5.5 to 6 days out, so this is not very far out in time. So we have to really monitor and be careful with what we're seeing here. This is an atmospheric river, very heavy snow for the Sierra, very heavy rain for some of the coastal communities there. This is going to all continue through day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8, and even day 9 and 10. We're talking light to moderate showers just almost constantly happening here. So I would not be surprised that there's going to be some issues on rivers. Some streams could overflow. Certainly some concerns there. All right. So here's a look at the total rainfall forecast here over the next 10 days. 10 days, everyone. A plot of 16 inches, which is right about here. Seeing those 16-inch mark of rainfall there, possibly for just north of Point Reyes. A lot in our area. We're talking probably about 5 to 8 inches, maybe a little more for the Sierra West slopes there in the foothills. Could see maybe even 8 to 10 inches of rain there on this particular model run. Now, this gets released twice a day, so this is likely to change. This is not going to be the actual rain amounts, of course, because if they were, then there would be issues. But we will watch this very closely on the European model, since it's one of those high-end accurate models. Now to the wind. The second system here brings in strong winds across our area. Winds 30 to 40 miles an hour with gusts 55 to maybe 75 miles an hour. 75 mile an hour wind gusts will likely be above 1,000 feet, but don't be surprised if gusts up to maybe 60 miles an hour along the California coast there, San Mateo coast we should call it. There's a surface low there. It's going to remain pretty windy throughout literally Friday. We're talking some breezy conditions until the pressure stabilizes, and then we'll see what happens after that. But day 5 and 6, another powerful storm system really runs into California. This could bring in more significant winds. So therefore, much more details to come on that. Here comes the snow totals over the next 2 days here, 48 hours out. We're talking possibly 10 to 20 inches, especially for the southern Sierra here. Winter storm warnings are issued for that area, so also for the northern Sierra, including Lake Tahoe here for the crests, see no winter storm warning there, but much more snow is expected. Check this out on the European model, everyone. 101 inches. Okay, the plot there. See that right there? 101 inches. Okay, rounding up the 7 to a 0, so we're looking at 101 inches. But to be specific, 100.7 inches. And look at that. Lots of snow for the Sierra. Much needed here. Possibly this 100 inches, about, I would say, 5 to 7 feet of snow, okay, in 10 days. That is phenomenal. So we'll have to really watch that closely when we're looking actually at the European model, because the GFS model shows much lesser snow. In fact, they're only forecasting to see 2 to 3 feet in the next 10 days, while the European model shows it way higher than that. So yes, lots of snow in the forecast means some issues on the roadways, and we don't want to hear about that very much. So the reason for a lot of the storminess is a very active jet stream. We got this very amplified Pacific jet running into California. This is what you would help with when it comes to a Pineapple Express. When you want an atmospheric river, you're looking at a jet stream usually that runs westerly in this configuration. So this is good news for California. We're not seeing a blocking ridge pattern, which doesn't look to come back anytime soon when it comes to the next 10 days here. In fact, the 8 to 14 day outlook for California does show 60 to 80% above average precipitation, which is pretty darn impressive. So when we look at the jet stream, you can see here how straight it is. This is awesome news to see. Very well positioned jet stream, helping to bring in all of those needed storms into California. And like I said, we could see a blocking ridge, we can see a jet stream sometimes in this configuration, blocking ridge like that, a split flow usually taking place. But not this go around. I think we are going to just see a jet stream that does something like this and just kind of merges up right here. And when it merges up, you get a lot of the weather that could be taking place here across the west. That's a look at the jet stream over the course of the next 10 days here. We will be watching this very closely. But here I am in my weather lab department here, keeping an eye on the Pacific storms across the west. I am meteorologist David Schlotthauer. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you back here on Thursday, most likely. I will not be in for an update tomorrow because I do have a job meeting that I have to attend. All right? Thanks all for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe.